morning to you all. It's on St. Patrick's Day. Nothing?
That's awful.
That was a good Irish accent.
That was the worst thing ever.
Top of the morning.
No.
Is that an Irish
Hey,
accent?
well.
We just lost all of our Irish viewers.
Hey, welcome to the Squad Goals Podcast, St. Patrick's Day edition. Oh, crap. I forgot to wear green.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you did.
Wait. If we're going to be giving out pinches,
This is very long.
I have a preference.
That's yellow.
Yeah, it's not green.
That's yellow.
Yeah, but if you're going to be pinching.
I love purple nurples. Wow.
So I have a preference on my pinch.
Ready to get pinched, huh?
Wow, you really have a shirt that says I love purple nurples.
So if we're going to be giving out some pinches.
Wasn't there a fan who
Why
asked us to purple nurple each other?
Yeah.
D-Lo purple nurple him.
No way.
Do it for the fan.
There's no way I'm a purple nurple you.
Hey, well, if
purple
you're going to be
knuckle
doing
for
the
the fans.
pinching, I got my preference. Because, as my shirt says, I love purple nurples.
Instead of grabbing a green t-shirt, you bought that just
No, I
just
didn't just buy this. We made this. This is a original shirt.
comment down below your shirt size and we'll send you
This could be in a future merch store.
I love purple nurple. The first 5.
The first 5.
Which one of you lucky guys can
Get a I love purple nurple
No, I
t-shirt.
don't know if we can make more copies that easy. But hey,
What are we talking about today, guys?
there's
We could do it.
it's fun. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's a good time. But we're also in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh, we're on that that Guinness virus. Oh my god, it's spilling everywhere.
No! The only thing I'm gonna be drinking is the coronavirus. Oh my gosh, that's all over
Jesus
the set.
Christ.
That's all over the set.
ruined the set.
Oh, fucking Seth.
This is a
pissed
this
off
is a
when they come
pandemic.
out with it.
There's actually a real pandemic, the coronavirus. People have died, so it's not that a laughing matter.
No one said it was funny.
Yo, the coronavirus is shutting down fucking countries.
Yeah.
You saw Italy shut down?
Yeah, so like that, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy.
And I heard the flu virus has more bodies than the coronavirus, but people don't freak out during flu season.
No, and I've heard this, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, the flu kills more people. However, the flu infects more people, right?
Yeah.
So by chance, yeah, there's like 34,000 people that die a year from the flu.
Yeah.
And there's 40% of the country that gets the flu every year. If 40% of the country have coronavirus, 5 million people are dying. It's more deadly than the flu. It's just less people, so of course, less
I heard
percentage.
it's only like old people and people with weak immune systems.
Yeah, but
like
that's
babies.
still 5 million people would die. It's 30 times more deadly than the flu. So
Yeah, there's also a case today of a guy who he was one of the first like reported flu viruses in I think Jersey, and he's like really sick now, and he's saying like they're saying that it's not that bad, but I feel really sick, and it came from nothing. And what makes it even more dangerous is that it's like a lot of the symptoms you don't even really notice it, and as a virus, it's more dangerous because another virus that can kill you within like a few days and make you sick, that can, yeah, it's more deadly. However, the coronavirus like sits there and you don't even know about it. So it can infect more people.
yeah, it's more contagious. But it's 30 times more deadly than the flu. However, it's like, if you get it, odds are you're not going to die. But it spreads, and it's like, yeah, if an old person gets it, if you have it and you go to like a nursing home, you could like kill that entire nursing home. It's just like, and it's just the number small.
Why'd you smile when you said you could kill that entire nursing
I didn't
home?
smile.
You
I
smirked.
didn't smile.
You
I didn't
smirked a
smile. I
little
didn't
bit.
smile. Rewind the tape. But it spreads, and it's like, yeah, if an old person gets it, if you have it and you go to like a nursing home, you could like kill that entire nursing home. It's just like,
Zoom in on his smirking face.
I didn't smile.
He said you could walk into a nursing home and kill the whole nursing home.
I didn't smile. However, it's 30 times more deadly. Like I said, if the same amount of people had coronavirus and the flu, that's 5 million people dead. And also, we don't know. Like, I was reading about it today.
Wash your hands, you'll be safe.
Before we talked about it.
They're overhyping.
That's what it comes down to. It's one of those, you don't need to stress and, like, panic.
Yeah.
However,
we're going in full panic mode.
You can't live your life normally. It's like
stressing.
It's one of those, you need the middle ground between panic and I can't leave my house to I'm just going to live my life normally. You just have to be in the middle of I'm going to do more things to like help prevent this, but I don't need to like lock myself in my house with like canned food and like never leave. It's just wash your hands more often. Be careful like what you come in contact with.
Well, I think
maybe avoid crowded places if possible.
Yeah.
Like crazy crowds.
I think it's very important to kind of treat it more dangerously than you want to anyway, because if it infects a good amount of the population, like it can be catastrophic. It can be
and that's what it is. It's like if
than,
it spreads crazily, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. And also the big, like, a lot of people are saying like it's gonna disappear in the summer because it doesn't like heat, right? But like I was reading and it's like the last time we had like a pandemic, like the Spanish flu, it disappeared in the summer, but then when it came back in the winter, it came back so much more deadlier and it killed like, I forgot the percentage, but it was like millions. And it's just like, yeah, sometimes of just going, we're going to wait for the summer for it to disappear. That's when it mutates and then we don't know what it's going to be. And the reason why people are panicking is, well, at least like CDC and stuff, it's like the flu we know. We know the flu. We know how it operates. We know when it comes. We know how it mutates. We can make vaccines. We can fix it, right? It's just like, you get the flu. Same thing with the flu. Like old people and people with bad immune systems, they're probably going to die. Like if you got the flu, you're going to be fine. But we know how it works. Coronavirus, we really don't know. They're like, we don't know if it's going to mutate. We don't know how it works. We don't know, kind of like what D'Angelo is saying, like the guy who's like, hey, I think I'm worse. We don't know. Like we may think the symptoms are like minor, but it might turn like, it might stay in you and get worse like a month from after having it.
The guy's relatively young too. He's like 30 something.
So it's just like, we don't know. And like, it just, but once again, it's not like we gotta panic, but it's also, you should be cautious. You should do more to prevent it, but you also should not like stress.
Yeah, try not to stress about it, but be extra precautious.
It's like a balance. We just gotta live in balance.
Bill Gates said it well. I know they have like this thing about how Elon Musk took it all and what he tweeted about it. Like people are just overreacting, and then Bill Gates kind of had a more elaborate way of saying it. Like, yeah, you should not necessarily stress about it, but it can be something bad if we don't all work together to try to minimize it and its effect and its widespread.
Well, John Oliver had something that he said where he said people are going like, it's only a 2% death rate. Like if you get it, 2% chance, like 2% of people would die. He's like, they made an HBO show called The Leftovers about what if 2% of the population just disappeared and the world went to hell. It's just like 2%'s a lot of people. Like if everyone got it, it's just, and it spreads really quick. But they're saying social distancing is like the key. It's just like one of those like, keep your distance. It's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't go to a huge crowded place. Maybe you should avoid it. And I've been practicing social distancing my entire life.
And maybe
maybe
you guys out there can too, and just, watch us on the internet at Squad Goals Podcast.
You go watch on the internet, you stay home a little bit more, maybe not go to too many like clubs and bars, and you turn on the podcast and we can be your friends. Yeah. We'll be your social interaction.
For sure.
That's how it works.
We'll be there for you. I don't know what I was going to say.
But what were you saying about the plane thing? You brought up something before.
Yeah, there's a dude that went on a plane he made it a point. He's a YouTuber. I forget his name. He made a point to like tell the flight attendant, "Oh, I just came back from such and such. I think I have the coronavirus. I think I'm sick or whatever." And then proceeds to like start sneezing uncontrollably and like coughing everywhere to the point where they landed the plane mid-flight. And then kicked him out and then arrested him.
Yeah, I have to say I hate YouTubers.
Yeah, YouTube. The dude, and there's another kid that just got arrested for licking ice cream and then putting it back into the freezer.
Well,
for YouTube.
That's like really old though, right?
No, there's one that recently did.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
that trend.
Okay, first of all, way to miss the mark, sir. Like that was like popular 2 years ago. So like you're already late.
Which shouldn't have been popular. 2,
it's just dumb. I hate like YouTubers in general, which is ironic because this podcast is also on YouTube, Squad Goals Podcast. You can look it up on YouTube.
We're entertainers who happen to use YouTube as a platform.
Is everyone's pop filters okay?
They're popping.
Everything's falling apart in the studio. The studio is like the embodiment of the coronavirus right now.
We're lit.
But the thing is, like, everyone is doing like this. I gotta like you because it's such a saturated market. Like you do these like stunts to get noticed. Where like that YouTuber who stopped a plane and he should have been arrested. It's like, yeah, everyone just does these dumb things to get noticed attention. For the clout, and it's just like it's annoying. Which one of the Pauls filmed like a dead body?
Logan.
Was it Logan Paul?
Yeah. What's the other one's
Jake.
Name? Jake Paul. Yeah.
Was it Jake Paul?
I thought it was Logan.
Well, the one that filmed a dead body in like the woods, and it's put it on YouTube, and it's like the thing is, he's still really popular. That didn't ruin his career. It was like a month of bad press. He became a
boxer.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it probably helped his career.
That's that.
You do something, you get that 1 month of bad press. You just got to wait it out. Don't do anything stupid to make it worse, and then so many more people are watching your stuff.
I was going to say the same thing too.
Off of bad press.
Bad publicity is good publicity.
What's his name? Boom Gang?
That kid?
The guy that would just go up and steal people's shit and record it?
Yeah.
I think
it's from Florida, right?
Yeah. He got fucking real famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like, getting that
attention.
Yeah, I think it's like shock in today's shock. I'm trying to think of like the wording of it.
It's like people want to do crazy shit. So when they see somebody do something crazy, they're like, "Oh, I wish I could go and just steal some shoes and run off." That's fucking funny, but I would never do that because I have morals.
Yeah, but
I would love to see it.
I think it's also like a superpower in today's age of knowing how to use like public opinion and like just like how to harness that, where you go like, I know I'm doing something dumb. Like Logan Paul knew by filming that dead body, it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't in the background. He like when he made his apology video, he was like, I made mistakes. I learned from it. But it's like they edited this video, and I'm sure they're big enough that they have editors. So it's like it went through checks and balances, and it's like they filmed it, edited it, like approved it, upload. Like it wasn't like he was live streaming and he accidentally got it. He knew, and he knew how to harness that to get, like, you use that outrage to propel yourself, and you just need to, like, know when the outrage comes, how to finesse it, so you don't make it worse. Because you can, like, I've seen people do things where people are out to get them, and they just make it worse. They don't know how to, like...
bring it back.
Because sometimes, like, and I think it's the people that don't do it on purpose don't, like, succeed. Like, the people that are, like, I didn't do anything wrong, and they, like, try to, like... get a defensive, they didn't do like what people are pissed about on purpose. But like if you know how to finesse it, you apologize, you just kind of stay quiet, disappear for a little bit.
I hate when people mistake that for genius. Like when they're like, oh, this person is such a genius because he knows how to get attention and or market themselves to get attention. That's not genius. That's just selling out or just doing whatever you can for some kind of some kind of attention.
I'm gonna say it's genius in the sense of like I don't think it's good genius.
It's just selling out.
But I don't think it's good genius. I think it's genius in the sense of knowing how to manipulate people to get their head. Like it's just understanding that
doing something for attention, something done for attention would bring attention to you.
I guess I'm saying more so the genius, and I'm putting that in air quotes, is when the attention's there, how not to make it worse. Because it's very easy when this negative spotlight's on you that your career does fall apart. I think it's all about how you walk that tightrope to make it a positive. It's like turning that negative spotlight into something that helps you. I think that's the smart thing, but I also think it's really evil and nasty. I don't think it's a good trick. It's something I wouldn't do.
But the thing is, like, for the most part, at the end of the day, that attention is more attention regardless. People are talking about you, and whether they're talking bad about you, whether they're talking good about you, if they're talking about you, they're talking about you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's that manipulating the outrage culture, manipulating public opinion to be like, how can I get people on me? And then how do I not make me look like a villain? How do I all of a sudden become a hero where now I'm more popular? Or even going, I'm going to be the villain. I'm going to be the heel. And people are just going to hate me, but they're still going to watch. It's just like that, getting the spotlight and then using it to your advantage. And it's like, it's almost kind of, it's smart in the degree of knowing how to do it, but it's also really like nasty. And it's just going to promote more people into doing it. Yeah. Like how we were just talking about, a guy stopped a plane. Like all of a sudden, how he now handles this, he can somehow probably spin it and he gets even more famous. But it's like, that's really, it's like...
The stripper who fell off that pole a couple weeks ago just posted a video of her getting her braces and wires taken out, and that got like millions of views. So I'm pretty sure she's about to become a star.
Yeah, the Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
It's like, using this negative spotlight and going, how can I come out from this? Like, how is this going to help my brand? Because it's essentially all just, everyone's a brand at this point. Yeah. But it's like, you get the eyeballs on you, whether it be good or bad, and it's just how do I turn
take it afterwards?
How do I turn these eyeballs into fans? And I think that's the smartness. And it's just like doing it in such a trashy, sleazy way that it's like, that's not something I necessarily would want to do, but it's just knowing how to do it. And it's like, I don't know how much they're doing it on purpose and how much they're doing it on accident. That's the main question.
Yeah, but people are essentially usually more attracted to that kind of attention, that negative attention.
Well, and that's the whole thing. So, like, for the most part, the way Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that works is you get rewarded by how many people comment, how many people watch, how many people like YouTube, Facebook, and all of them. Every platform puts you higher, shows you to more people with the more people that interact with you. And it's proven that the more people are angry, the more they're going to interact. So it's all about, how do I get people angry so they comment, so I'm seen to more people? And that's why, like, Facebook and Twitter, it's all these things that are made to be like, that pissed me off. Whether it be political, whether it be just news, whether it be just something where it's like, something like a shock thing, like, a video of a guy getting murdered is going to go a lot further than a video of a cute animal, because you're going to see it and you're going to be commenting, what the hell? Why is this even on here? But guess what? By you commenting, it's helping it be seen by more people, because anger triggers something to make you go, I need to say something about this. And then by you saying something, it's seen more. That's why a lot of things are, how can I get people angry so they comment, so I can be more famous? And it's just like this rage machine. That's where we're at.
Fuck sea turtles. I use straws every day.
Oh. So, going back to the coronavirus, someone out there. But hey, that's the attention that we need. Back to the corona thing. You heard like the conspiracy about like it coming from like a Chinese factory where they were like testing viruses and it leaked out
for population control.
Well, there's that too. But how it came from like a lab.
I've heard that. I've also heard the conspiracy theory that it was Russia who sent it to China.
Yeah.
Because I think as of right now, they really haven't had any outbreak and they're really close to China.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of conspiracies, and you know what? There might be truth. But I think it's just like...
Well, they say, they're saying that it came from like bats, just like SARS.
Yeah, and I think that's how most viruses spread. It's like an animal virus that just mutates, and that's why all of a sudden it's now a thing for humans that it was never a thing before.
Yeah. These viruses from bats, man, are dangerous. Because, SARS came from bats, and supposedly some...
bats?
Yeah, their heads off.
Raw.
Yeah.
I saw a YouTube video of a lady
Ozzy Osbourne
eating a live bat raw. And there was a big bat, not one of them little bats. It was a big ass, like the head.
Did it make you angry?
Was at least this fucking big. It made me sick. I didn't finish it. Once I saw her grab it by the wing and I saw it wiggle, I was like, I know what happens next. I don't want to see it.
Did you comment?
No.
I can't see gross things.
I can't either.
I can't.
It was too much.
Like, going back a couple of weeks ago when we talked about don't fuck with cats.
Yeah.
Anytime they showed the picture or the video, I closed my eyes and I'm like, I know they're not going to show the graphic part, but I'm like, I don't even want to see it. It just,
you want to see the lead up.
It just adds like a tingle down my spine.
Speaking of cats, I heard this very, very interesting, and I guess I didn't know about it, but SARS came from bats who then infected civet cats, if I'm saying that correctly. But anyway, so there's like a population of these cats that they're kind of like disappearing from like the wild and stuff like that because people are using them. They buy them and then they eat like coffee and then they poop it out and then humans consume that and that's like
I've heard about that.
The world's most expensive coffee.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I've heard about that.
And disgusting. And
how much is it?
It's a lot of money.
I think at like a 60 to 100 like pounds, euros or something like that for a cup of coffee.
If we bought it, would you drink it on the podcast?
No, because I don't approve of. First of all, it's nasty. That's really disgusting. Number two, these cats are dying from the wild because people are taking them and harvesting their poop.
I would drink it. I would.
Although I am very intrigued to see how it would feel after that most expensive cup of coffee.
It's got to be worth the price. Like,
it's usually not worth the price.
It's usually
just a lot of.
But that's crazy. That's insane.
It's $100 because it came out of a cat's ass. That's the only reason. It doesn't give you any more energy. It's not more potent.
That's their slogan.
It came out of the cat's ass. So
I don't know.
It's $100 because it came out of a cat's ass.
Have you tried it?
Nah. I just know if it's more expensive, it's usually just bullshit. Unless it's like steak. Always pay a little extra for your steak.
What? Say that again.
I said always pay more for your steaks.
Have you ever had Wagyu beef?
No, I want to.
I do too. What about you?
I haven't had it.
Squad goes and tries Wagyu beef.
And I hear
for the first time.
I hear for the most part, if you order Wagyu beef in the US, it's not real Wagyu beef.
What do you mean?
That's like Kobe.
Yeah, or maybe I'm thinking of Kobe beef, where it's like they'll advertise it, but it's not like the real Kobe beef.
Why do you mean it's not the real Kobe beef?
There's one like farm in Japan that raises like the Kobe beef, and it's only that particular farm, and they only sell it in Japan. However, it became so popular that Americans took the name of it, and the regulations of what we can consider Kobe beef in America aren't that strict.
That's whack. So they just overcharging you for regular ass.
So anytime you hear that you're having Kobe beef in America, it's not real.
Yeah,
Kobe
I think
beef.
you have to go to Japan for
But Wagyu is Wagyu?
Wagyu, I think I'm not sure about Wagyu.
That's the same thing.
It's similar where it's like really strict on what is Wagyu beef and what's Kobe beef, but I think they're like different. It's probably like two different.
That's the one where they like feed the cow, don't let it move,
and they
massage it.
They play Mozart to it and stuff. Yeah,
that's a really expensive marble cut.
I think that being said,
I haven't. Yeah,
that was our episode of Squad Goals Podcast, and you know what you can do? If you want to watch this episode, you can go to YouTube and look up the Squad Goals Podcast.
Ooh, YouTube.
You can go to Pornhub, look up the Squad Goals Podcast.
That's a true story.
You can listen on Spotify,
Where else?
Google Play,
Where else?
Stitcher,
Where else?
iTunes,
Where else?
iHeartRadio,
I like that.
and I think there was one more new one that I don't remember, but
Figure it out.
Porn audio.
You literally have no excuses to why you're
Go
not
to
listening to
pornaudio.com. You're on there.
oh, Last FM. No, Last FM.
Red Tube.
FM XXX.
Red Tube.
Hey, we'll see you guys Friday.
Hey,
They
happy
should
St.
do a
Patty's
porn
Day.
where you just hear the audio.
Happy St. Patty's Day, guys.
Oh.
Cheers.
I like it like that.
Cheers. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Clank. Clank.